So what are we going to do on the show today? Real quick, I think this is what we call a wraparound intro. I really should probably do a previously on the Tom Kelly Show.
What are the requirements of a wingman?
You can be my wingman anytime. You can be mine.
My friend Maney in North Carolina met a woman whom I've had a crush on. They're both in the media business, and I told Maney to be my wingman, and to, and what would being my wingman be in this situation? Wow, you know Tom Kelly too. He's very funny. He is smart. He writes things for my show. Tom is a great guy. Be my wingman. Say nice things about me. Make me look like a stud. And 2 hours later, he just replies, "She's too tall for you, Tom." Dude, I didn't ask for your opinion on the target. Your job was to help deliver the target, and if you can't, die trying.
Let's just get right into it. Who wants the podcast today? I do, you do, and so does everybody else in traffic with me. You are experiencing a West Side Highway edition of the Tom Kelly Show. I am in traffic on my way to my friends Andrew and Stephanie Garcia's house. This will be a test to see if they're listening. Ha ha ha. And if you're watching on YouTube right now, I'm going to have to say you are in for a treat, or you're experiencing a treat right now, because I have the phone at a new angle and I look attractive. Camera's in cinematic mode. The top is off the Jeep, and I am driving. I have to be in the 150s, I think. Closing in on the George Washington Bridge. And yeah, very attractive your Uncle Tom is right now. Very attractive. And I will not refer to myself as Uncle Tom ever again, audience. I promise you that. So what are we going to do on the show today? Real quick, I think this is what we call a wraparound intro. I really should probably do a previously on the Tom Kelly Show, but it will come up naturally in the segment. Previously, I was sort of joking about what are the elements of a good wingman. And I had told the story of how I asked my friend Maney of the Maney and LauRen show in Charlotte, North Carolina, to help me out with a woman I've been flirting with for, God, 2 to 6 years. She might be one of my pandemic crushes, if not my pandemic crush. Jana Angel, a news reporter on WBTV in Charlotte, North Carolina. Beautiful, tall, pretty, blah, blah, blah. And that will come up in the thing where my friend Maney was doing a media softball event. And I said, "Hey, Maney, put in a good word for me, blah, 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 be my wingman." And he just wrote back, "She's too tall for you." You know, and again, she is 6'3", and me, I am 5'9" in real life and 6'1" on my dating profile. So even when I'm lying about my height, I'm not as tall as her. So, yeah. So anyway, I thought, so what happened was we talked about it on the podcast, and then he talked about it on his radio show. And Jana Angel is not only beautiful and great on television, she's a good sport for putting up with me flirting with her publicly over and over and over again. And yeah, you know what? Why don't we listen to the segment, and I will reward you with 10 minutes of driving B-roll. For those of you watching this on YouTube, you can just see what it's like to sit in New York City traffic for 10 minutes and listen to a radio thing. And yeah, I think you'll have fun with this, and then I'll do a wraparound at the end. Enjoy.
All right, so you know we got the crew here. Producer Miguel helps us off the air. Big Al, who's actually at Universal Studios helping out the Power 98 morning show this week, so he'll be back with us tomorrow. Intern Sierra's off today. And then we have our friend Tom, who works with us and writes for us and comes up with fun games and stuff. While we're sleeping, he's up all night in New York City and helps out. He's a big part of the show. Tom Kelly, his name is. And he's got a podcast. Tom's a comedian and a super talented guy. And on his podcast, He mentioned how I failed him as a wingman. Listen to this.
My friend Maney in North Carolina met a woman whom I've had a crush on. They're both in the media business, and I told Maney to be my wingman, and to, and what would being my wingman be in this situation? Wow, you know Tom Kelly too. He's very funny. He is smart. He writes things for my show.
I just said
Tom
that.
is a great guy. Be my wingman. Say nice things about me. Make me look like a stud.
Yes.
And 2 hours later, he just replies, "She's too tall for you, Tom." Dude, I didn't ask for your opinion on the target. Your job was to help deliver the target. And if you can't, die trying. That's the American way.
There he is, Tom Kelly. Hi, Tom.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
We're good, Tom. You are so spot on. Bad wingman.
Thank you, LauRen. Thank you. First of all, I want to applaud Manny's manliness for admitting this massive failure of bro code on national radio.
Are you actually admitting it, though, Maney?
Oh, no. Tom's misunderstanding. As Tom comes on this morning and even after his podcast, I still think what I did was proper wingman code.
Okay, let me say my opinion in one sentence. First of all, it's 5 sentences now. I have this crush on Jana Angel. She's a news anchor in Charlotte on WBTV.
Yes.
She does all the entertainment stuff. She is beautiful, and she is 6'3". Me, I am not 6'3". I am 5'10" in real life and 6'1" on my Hinge profile. So I'm still, no matter what, not as tall as her. And listen, I don't care what your opinion is. She's beautiful. She's smart. I think she's awesome. And I just said, Maney, hey, make me look like a stud. Make her love me. And he just writes back, hey, she is too tall for you. I don't need your opinion. I need you to get the job done.
All right, hold on. Let's back up so the audience knows. I ran into Jana at a media softball event at Knot Hole Farms. Our friends over at the Knot Hole Farms field, Tommy Viola, our good friend over there, threw a media softball game.
I remember, yes.
And so I've seen Jana on TV, and I didn't realize in person that she is tall. And so I went up to her, and I said, hey, let's get a picture. I got to send this to Tom. And she started laughing. She's like, yep, he told me you're down here. He's like, he's a great guy. I go, yeah, he is. He's hilarious. I said, but I think you're probably just too tall for him.
Oh,
Wait, you told her that too?
Yes, Tom.
why would you tell her that?
Because tall women like to date tall guys. We all know that. Like every tall woman I know in my life has a tall boyfriend. The other way is opposite. A lot of tall guys date shorter women.
Isn't your wife taller than you?
Slightly. Slightly. She's gorgeous. She needs someone taller than Tom.
But again, I didn't ask for a dating coach here, okay? I didn't ask for my mother to match me up with someone from the friggin' crochet club. I just asked for you as a manly man to make me look like a stud. And by the way, when I
Go ahead, Tom. No, go ahead.
No, and then my other question for you is, frankly, what kind of a wingman are you that you're going up to people and saying, oh, you're not good for this, you're not good for that? I know Tom thinks you're great, but honestly, even if he wore his clogs, he wouldn't be good for you. Okay?
Tom, you know what I think this comes down to?
What's that?
I don't think Maney is a good wingman, and I think he couldn't deliver the package, and that was his excuse that she is too tall for you.
Nope, you're so wrong. You're so wrong.
Oh, and LauRen, I talked to Jana after Maney met her, and apparently Maney wasn't even wearing shoes when he went up to her.
That's true. I wasn't. I was barefoot because we played media softball on a grass field, so I was
you didn't
barefoot.
wear your shoes to play?
No.
Were you trying to ground yourself and be one with nature?
Whenever I play a sport on the grass, I like to not wear shoes.
But since when are you granola?
Tom,
LauRen, I'm not even. Can I say something quick here? I'm not sure if you're a good representation for my dating life. And honestly, if you were at a media event without shoes, are you even a good representation for your very own radio show? You aren't even a wingman for yourself.
Yes, there was a couple people in the media that thought it was weird that I was wearing no shoes. But I'm like, when I play wiffle ball in my backyard, you wear no shoes. I had flip-flops on anyway. I just threw them off. Here's the other thing, Tom, and maybe it's a small thing. I don't know. I don't know the mileage, but I don't know. Wingman Maney, your good friend, tells you, hey, you live in New York. She's in Charlotte. That might be another issue on why I didn't wingman you that day, because I'm also a realist.
Okay, and yet again, here you are giving me life advice. I did not ask for it.
But that's what a good wingman does. A wingman is not a servant. A wingman is somebody who's looking out for their buddy.
But your job is to deliver the package. He's right.
It's not realistic, though. He lives in New York. If I came up,
I won't move down.
Who
says I won't move down to Charlotte?
Now you're talking. If you were here,
listen, careful, Tom. I don't want him. I don't want you to get a restraining order. Okay,
Tom. If you were here, I would have, and you lived here, I would have put more of an effort in. I jokingly was like, Tom thinks she's cute. He knows her. She's adorable. She's a little taller than him, and she's going to want to date a taller guy. I'm taking that risk and guessing that. And then I also said he also lives in New York, and that's, it's a non-starter.
So if Tom were to happen to be in Charlotte, would you somehow coordinate a couple cocktails or a dinner between all three of you?
Yes, for sure.
Well, first of all, I know this for sure now. I will never have Maney at any of my social events ever.
Come on, I promise I'll wear shoes.
I would need a promise that you're going to wear shoes and not a Mets jersey in the middle of North Carolina. But let's put this on the side here. Here's what I asked you to do, Maney. I asked you to be my wingman. I didn't ask you to be my therapist. I didn't ask you to be my matchmaker. I didn't ask you to be my financial and travel advisor. All I asked you to do was to be a man, which I thought that was our relationship, man to man, bro to bro, whatever you want, and just make me look good. That's it.
All right, let's take a people poll. Did I do the right thing here? Did I help Tom by saying, as a wingman, this isn't going to work for you, dude? Or does the wingman die on the platform and just say, well, you should have done it. I should have went for it.
I am so curious to see what our ML fam says, because right now they're pretty split.
Yeah, someone says, I'm dying. I personally know Jana. I grew up with her younger sister. Someone says, tall women do date shorter men, Maney. Someone else says, I kind of agree with Maney. Someone says, tell Tom to look me up if he's ever in Florida. I'm 5'1". All right, buddy.
Yeah, not my type. And my type is I tend to fall for taller, athletic women who are questioning their sexuality. And usually after... Yeah, and usually...
I told you he was a comedian. Oh, my God.
And the thing is, usually after 3 dates with me, they have their answers.
Yeah.
In this case...
I saved... I almost wingman Jana, I guess.
You did. You changed sides.
All right, buddy.
What your listeners should be doing is they should all be watching her show, QC Life. She's fun. She's smart.
There you
beautiful.
go. Yes, she is.
What you all should be doing... And actually, what your listeners should be doing, go to her Instagram and set me up and just say, I apologize for maybe not wearing shoes.
Come visit, and I'll set you guys. Come down here, and I'll be your wingman. When you're in New York and I'm
Maney, you're getting killed on the text.
Shut up, LauRen. Don't tell Tom that. Bad wingman, red card, Maney, bad wingman. Does Maney ever do the right thing, someone said?
Nope, you're wrong.
I'm such a good wingman. This is a bad look.
Could I ask, LauRen, what would you have done? You know the situation now. If you were at softball, one, I know for sure you'd be wearing shoes. But if I asked you to be my wing person, what would you have done?
See, I don't move in so stealthy. I almost would go in and be like, I got this friend, blah, blah, blah.
They know each other already, though.
Okay, so, I love Tom. Tom's great. Next time he's in town, we should set up drinks. I wouldn't be like, hey... I don't know what you did.
I didn't say anything to her. I just said to her, let's send a picture to Tom. He's awesome. I love him. She's like, oh, he's hilarious. And then I didn't say you two should date. You know why? He lives in New York.
Yeah, you can't go in and
Okay.
That's too complicated. But
I listen, I telecommute. I freelance. I could be in Charlotte in 12 hours if I wanted to be.
You just got to talk him up.
Get down here, and I will be a great wingman for you in person.
Let's be very clear. I am not paying airfare first knowing you're my wingman. Now, LauRen, that's a different story.
Yeah.
LauRen, I ask you to be my wing person. And Maney, I'm issuing a restraining order.
Okay. Bye, Tom. Bye, Tom. Do me a favor. Come up with a fun game for us to play tomorrow, okay? Wingman or no wingman?
Sure. Yeah, he's going to tie your shoelaces together now.
There goes Tom. I'm telling you, dude, I wasn't going to waste my time.
Oh, my gosh. You're supposed to be a good friend.
I am a good friend, and by being
lie
a
to
good
him, even if you think it's
not.
lie
to him. Okay. I'm going to push Dana or dump him back just a little bit because of the Tom Jana situation. a lot of people are texting in whether or not I was a good wingman. And if you missed the conversation, it started like around 7:52 this morning. You can go grab it on your replay on that Kiss 95.1 app. It's free to stream the show, and you can rewind and listen to old segments and all that stuff, okay? So you can go grab it there. Basically, my friend Tom, who works on the show with us, he's one of our producers and writers, has a crush on this girl, Jana, who works down here, Jana Angel on WBTV. She's awesome, but she's taller than him. And also, there's another issue as to why I wasn't a good wingman when I ran into her that day. And Tom knew I was going to see her, and he said, hey, do me a favor, talk me up. Tom also lives in New York.
Right.
But that doesn't seem to bother people. People that are saying that I was a bad wingman, and no matter what the circumstances are, a wingman talks that person up. In other words, let's say my friend was a serial killer and, I don't know, got paroled out of jail. And
hey, you're supposed to make it sound like it's not a big deal.
Yeah. Hey, have you met my friends? They're brothers. Mark and Eric and Lyle, you should really date them. They're really good people. Like, that's what I'm supposed to do?
Kind
I'm
of.
not supposed to have any sense of, like, what's going to work and what's not?
Yeah, but here's the thing, and I think I said this off the air. We were talking to Dee, but I said, you're a good friend because you leveled with him, but you're a bad wingman because you didn't do your job. Sorry.
Two things can be true.
Two things can be true. Exactly. You can be a bad wingman, but a good friend.
But I was a good wingman because I didn't waste Tom's time. That's a good wingman. Like, if we're at a bar and he goes, hey, wingman me, let's go talk to that girl over there. And I'm like, Tom, it looks to me like she's leaving. She's got her jacket on and she's heading out.
That's you being a friend, not a wingman.
Okay. I like this text. A guy I grew up with snags all the tall women. He's 5'6". Granted, he's 6'5" when he stands on his wallet, but height's not a deal breaker. Especially with technology these days, distance isn't either. Bad wingman, Maney. So, all right.
Maney and LauRen.
And there you go. What do you think the elements are of being a good wing person? For me, there's a difference between being an advisor and a friend and a wing person. And I think in bro code, in man code, to be a good wingman, you just have to shut up and help get the job done. Even if it is a task, I don't know, what's the word for an unwinnable task? Even if it is a unwinnable mission, even if it is an unwinnable game, even if it is an unachievable task, when you are asked to be a wingman, your job is to just be a wingman. There you go. And then what's the epilogue? Jana is a friend. I got her permission to use her name on the radio, just so you know. And I thought it would be cool to do like a follow-up interview, that kind of thing. But Jana works for media company number 1, and Maney and LauRen work for media company number 2. So I think that bit has ended. And honestly, friends, Jana's been very, very patient with me, flirting with her for years. She kind of was my pandemic crush. I have watched her career go from nothing to being a big shot. I actually helped her get on the Nick Cannon show. Back when we were all stuck in Zoom and audiences were doing things on Zoom, I introduced her to my friend Jonathan, who needed Zoom audience members, and she was good on the show. She like danced in her little laptop frame, blah, blah, blah. She was charming. So anyway, Jana, if you are listening, thank you for being a good sport. Maney and LauRen, by the way, if you read their names, it's Maney and LauRen, but they're just a little fancy. Maney and LauRen. By the way, did you hear me call Maney Manny? And then LauRen slipped in a very gentle hint. Don't call him Manny. He's Maney. Maney. You say Maney. I say Manny. Anyway, I am rambling. And yeah, that's about it, people. So do me a favor. Leave all of those people a little comment saying you heard me talking about them on this podcast. And if you get a chance, you're watching on YouTube, those comments mean a lot. Hit subscribe, share the show, and show love where love can be shown. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, good night, Upper West Side.